Alright, so it's another day. I've already been out here a while. The neighbors have been making a lot of racket, so I didn't film. Let me show you what I got so far. Alright, here's what I got for peas. And me and my old daddy, we got a pretty good project going over there that y'all see the end result of. If it, when and if it gets done. It'll get done, but it's slow going. Alright, stand by. Alright, there's a few butter beans. Not many, but a few. And there's 5 radishes to go with them. So, yeah. Alright, so there's some really good looking jalapenos. A couple of eggplant that I don't know what their deal is, but I'm going to eat them anyways. They just don't want to grow very big. And whopper peppers aren't growing big anymore, so I guess they need a new name. I'm not messing with the okra. Granny can either get it when she comes out here tomorrow, or I might get my old daddy. He's got a friend who for whatever reason didn't plant okra. Same guy gifted me the coil. I don't know why he didn't want to grow him okra, but we've been giving him okra, which is fine. So, alright, that's it. That's it for today. Adios. Alright, so it's been a long couple of days. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if anybody's noticed or not, but there's been a baptistry, old baptistry in some of the shots. Well, what me and my old daddy did is we took it over by the fish pond. We pumped the water out of the pond into the baptistry. And then we scooped the fish out of the pond and threw them into the baptistry. So they'll all go to heaven. Boop! And then we he got down in the pond with a scoop and a 5-gallon bucket and scooped all the sludge out. Handed me the bucket, and I dumped the bucket in the wheelbarrow and ran it out here to the garden. Let me show you how that turned out. Alright, so here's some of the sludge where the squash was. Through here. And it looks gross, but it really doesn't smell like that bad. It smells about like an aquarium. Kind of, but not as strong as most aquariums will smell. All right, then I slung some all through here, all around the peppers, all out where the cucumber and the zucchini was. Threw some around the tomatoes. All right, and then he kind of culled his lily pads. Kind of culled them out. Now this was the compost heap. Kind of got buried. You can see some of the peas, see some of the cover crops standing up. But he culled his lily pads out. That's what all that is. Now they kind of smell funny. They don't smell bad, but they smell funny. Alright, let me show you some more. Alright, so here's some I threw around Granny's peas on this end. I bowled over one of my little butter beans, but I picked him back up and dusted him off. He's gonna be alright. Some more where the cabbage and the lettuce did not come up. Dumped some out here. And then I started a kind of a second compost pile of lily pads right here, because I mean it didn't make sense to stack that other compost pile up even taller when wood need dirt on this end too. So it's been a long couple of days, and then right at the very tail end of that project, Granny came out. When I called her, I was really excited because when I picked up that butter bean over there, there were butter beans on it. I was like, oh, there's going to be butter beans ready. Let me call Granny. No. No, there weren't very many butter beans. I'll show you what we got. We're on the layaway plan still with the butter beans. But Granny, I picked a few for me too. But we picked Granny, I don't know if you can tell where we've been. Yeah, I guess you can. See, I was cutting off through there. She got about a half a bushel basket full of turnip greens. And then she got some big nice radishes. I picked her 4 big radishes right out of there. You can see the gaps where they were. And they look good. I'm not gonna lie, I might slip over here and pick a couple radishes for me for later. I hadn't decided for sure on that. But, yeah. That soil is going to be awesome. It's just going to be awesome. That fish poop is really, really good. And you can see, I mean, it's going to be awesome. Granny been looking at it and smiling. She's already thinking about next year. But, anywho, let me show you. This is what we got for peas. Goodly amount. We're on the layaway plan for butter beans here. And don't need that. And that's what we got. Picked just a few turnip greens. For it's probably a pot's worth. It ain't no big amount. So, but I'm about to turn these peas in, and then I'm going to Tomato Town. Alright, that's what I got for Tomato Town. And then I just turn around and saw these 3 pods of speckled butter beans that are big and filled out. Alright. Been a long couple days, but I mean, that's the kind of, man, that's setting yourself up for some really good successes. You should have seen Granny. She was a little grossed out, I'm not gonna lie to you, but she knows once it and it's gonna be a few days for it. It'll get dry and I can till it under. We got the hurricane coming in. Perfectly fine. I'll be alright, and I hope everybody else is too. Yeah, once this gets tilled under, it's gonna be awesome. And if you don't have access to a bunch of dead leaves and fish poop from a fish pond, like you can get you an aquarium, and when you clean it out, it's the same stuff. It's fish poop. And plants love it. Plants love the ammonia. Yeah, but that's it. That's it for today. Adios, everybody. Alright, so we all made it through the storm. I knew we would. I wasn't worried. I don't have the time I'd like to have today for this, but I'm going to do what I can. And in case you're wondering, yes, I am standing in fish poop. And let me show you what it looks like. See? It's kind of like washed in a little bit. So some of it's slick. It's pretty stable. It was slick over there, but when I was coming through the okra, I about busted it. Look, there's a raccoon too. I think that's what that is. Yeah, it looks like a raccoon. There's some kind of a bird. It must be a bird, because there'd be tracks around it too. Stands to reason. So I don't know. I guess that is a raccoon though. I don't know how it just got tracks there. Maybe it's magic. I really don't care to speculate. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here. I'll show you what I got so far. I did the okra, and those are a few peas I got along the way. So stand by, there'll be more. Dang, these mosquitoes. Alright, I got me some big nice jalapenos and 1 hot banana pepper. So it looks like some stuffed peppers are going to be in my future. That's good. Stuffed hot peppers are our friends. Alright, stand by. Well, we still laying away the butter beans, but that's a little better than what it's been being. I got a few big speckled ones in here too. I caught growing on my okra. I got that radish, so it's not bad for a little October harvest. October surprise! Cool points if you get that reference. But I didn't get to all the peas. I ran out of time, and I'm running out of daylight and mosquitoes. And so what I'll do, Granny's got a few peas ready here and there, so I'll call her tomorrow and be like, got some peas ready, and then I'll just give her all the ones I didn't pick, because I mean, there's all kinds of peas in there. There's a bunch of okra that's going to have to get dealt with, so you know, we're gonna kind of spread it out a little bit. So she got a lot of her people really like peas, so, and it's not like I don't like peas, it's just that if I get Granny out here, I don't want her going home empty-handed. And plus, there's going to be more butter beans to pick, so yay. No, I'm having fun. I hope y'all are too. And I appreciate, you know, y'all watching this, because it's keeping me going. It's keeping me going. Alright, everybody. Adios. Alright, so Granny just left, and that's what we got for butter beans. And then that's what we got for peas. And she ended up with about half that many peas. Her peas ended up with about half that many, so I was pleased with that. And she ended up with a half a bushel basket worth of turnip greens, and I gave her the okra. I'm fixing to file up the tiller and see if I can't till this fish poop in. Alright, fixing to see how skillfully I can do this. I got my earplugs in. Very important. Very important. This is I don't know, I've never done this before. This might be a little slick, but we're gonna find out. So I like bad impersonations just as much as the next man. Maybe even more. So, it's one time I was working at this organic farm, and I may have made mention in the past that organic farming, it's, you know, they say, oh, there's no chemicals in organic farming, you know. No, that's a bunch of bull, okay? It's a bunch of bull. So, we're doing some soil preparation, and there's 3 sacks. They weighed about, I don't know, 50 pounds each. And we're, he finna have me go down this row. I can't remember what was in 2 of the sacks. I just can't remember. He's like, I want you to spread the ammonia. I'm like, well, which one's the ammonia? He's like, it's the chicken poop that smells like yummy, yummy hot dogs. Alright, so I go to spread the chicken poop. And now let me tell you right now, this chicken poop came from a factory farm. And the only organic material those chickens in that farm ate were in fact other chickens. So, you know, I'm telling my girlfriend at the time, I'm telling her about my day, right? And you know, I do the impersonation of my boss, which is just, you know, it's spot on. And she's thinking, you know, that I'm making fun of my boss for the sake of making fun of my boss, and not giving her a very immersive glimpse into my day. So, it's, you know, that weekend I take her to the farmer's market where my boss has got a stand set up. And we go, and we walk up to him, and he goes, oh my God, he said so many wonderful things about you. It's great to finally meet you. And man, you should have seen the look on my girlfriend's face. She was grinning from ear to ear. I mean, she couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe that after all those years of bad impersonations, I finally nailed one. I finally got it right. So, anyways, that's my soul preparation story. from way back when. It's you know, it's one as labor intensive as this soil and preparation, because I didn't have to, you know. I was surprised how much sludge and dead leaves that fish pond had in it. Not to mention the lily pads. Wet lily pads are heavy. But it's actually been a few days since I did this tilling, and everything. It's just, it looks great. It looks great. The lily pads are decomposing more quickly than I thought they would. So that's also good. So yeah, I got through that story a lot quicker than I thought I would. That organic. Ooh, check this out. This guy looks cool. That time on the organic farm. I mean, I, it, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, like, sometimes it was great. Sometimes it wasn't great. Because my time there was taking place in August. And we would literally, like, we'd get out there at 5 o'clock in the morning and be working with flashlights, trying to see what we were doing. Because it was just so miserably hot that year. That was one of the hottest years I've lived through. And there's I got another story about that, but I'm not I'm not going to tell it because I might get murdered. It's one of yeah. That was a really good year. It was a good year as far as you know, having fun and yeah, that type of thing was concerned. Not, I don't have anything to show for that year, except for some gardening experience, and I don't know, an old pair of sweatpants that I like. I like to sleep in. So, yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Current events. You know, the world is. I mean, the world has gotten to the point where, like, a lot of like, and I hate that I've gotten back into politics, but like, the more like I see of just, you know, what's going on, it's like people just turning back into how I was. They're just, the outrage just isn't there for like what these people are doing. It's just like, what? How can you not be outraged at this? How is that not making you sick to your stomach to see? And people are just like, meh, meh. So I don't know. That was a bit discouraging. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, I mean, maybe they're, you know, where I was, because I just, I need to just turn it off. I need to just turn it off, and it's not like I don't, you know, participate in the election process. What I focus on more than anything, and it takes me forever to vote. It makes people so angry, but they're like the propositions that that they have, the direct policies that voters vote on. And I will sit there and I will read those, and then I will reread those, because they're written. I mean, sometimes they'll slant one way, and other times they'll slant another way. And it takes me a minute because I don't really, you know, I'm not a lawyer. I don't speak legalese. I got to read it a couple times to make sure they're, like, in a lot of them, it's just like, well, we're going to lower the taxes, or we're going to raise the taxes. And it's just like, well, which is it? What are y'all trying to tell me you're going to do here? And they're like, well, and it's terrible the way these people write these. And they're not neutral. I could say all these propositions that I voted on, like 3 sentences at most, and they literally describe it in paragraphs, in absolute paragraphs. And I don't understand why they think that's a good idea. I don't understand. Because some of those ideas are terrible ideas. Absolutely terrible ideas. I voted on things that literally tried to put a price tag on human life. And it's just like, what are y'all trying to do to us? Who came up with this? It's just, I don't know. But that's where I mean, I probably should try to do research beforehand. It would make voting a lot less irritating for other people. But I don't want to do that. I don't like politics. I don't like I'm not going to stand here and tell you that I don't like the way it divides people, because I believe that people are divided anyways. It's just, I just don't like the way it, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But people are divided anyways. I mean, if it wasn't politics or religion, it'd be or race. I mean, like, people are going to find ways to separate themselves, because everybody thinks they're special, blah, 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 blah. So, it's just, I mean, it's just human nature. And you're not gonna go against human nature. I'm sorry. You're just not gonna do it. I've attempted to go against my nature in the past. It does not. I mean, it'll work for a while, yeah. But eventually, I'm going to, like, burst through that facade. And it's gonna be like, I'm back, baby. And it's, for better or worse, it is what it is. All right, adios. Alright, so was it probably a little bit too muddy to till? Maybe. But it happened. I tilled it. It was hard fought, but it got done. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I about busted it more than a couple times. But yeah. Alright, there's really not really anything else worth picking, so I guess I'm gonna call it a day. Adios.